Today I'm going to share with you 10 ways that we save money on food, and you can too. Hey folks, welcome back to the vlog. Today I'd like to share with you 10 ways that we save on groceries. But before we get started, if you're new to this channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Lindsay. Along with my husband Brackin, we have 5 boys and we live in a tiny house. We also record music. If you'd like some free and uplifting music, you can check out our music channel, which is called Sounds Like Rain. We'll leave the link for that below. On our vlog channel, which is what you're watching right now, we share thoughts about faith, family, and following Jesus. So today I'm going to share 10 ways that we save on money. And the first 2 things are going to be more conceptual, but then the rest I hope will be very practical and useful for you. So tip number 1 is to be thankful. Cultivate an attitude in your family of thankfulness, of contentment with simple things, with simple foods. Tip number 2 is to eat simply so that others may simply eat. Even though we're feeding a large family and our budget is tight too, we still have a responsibility to remember the least of these in other parts of the world or even in our own communities who don't have quite as much as we do. And so when we choose to eat more simply, then we have more resources that we're able to share with those in need. Tip number 3 is to buy in bulk. For a large family, it's almost a necessity. You go through so much quantity and it just makes sense. So buying in bulk is a good idea, but sometimes it can be an upfront expense that some people can't afford. We've been in situations where we haven't been able to afford the upfront cost of buying in bulk. And so my tip number 4 is to share the cost. If you're not able to spare the upfront expense, go in with a friend. Maybe splitting a 50-pound bag of rice would be more economical if you split it with a friend. So we do shop at discount stores pretty often, but I try to avoid purchasing boxed or packaged things there because a lot of times they are just rancid and I end up wasting my money on things that seem like a good price. So, tip number 5 is just make popcorn for a snack. Tip number 6 is we keep chickens and we eat their eggs. Tip number 7 is to grow some food. We have some small gardens. They're not much, but it supplements what we're able to buy at the grocery store. Even if you can't grow a garden, just growing a simple pot of herbs can really add a lot of excitement and flavor to a simple meal. Tip number 8 is my favorite tip, which is eat more ethnic food. Eating food from other countries, Asian food, Indian food, Mexican food, is way more economical than our typical American diet. Some of our children's favorite foods include curries, simple dishes that are just made with beans and rice and a few spices. And so it's a win-win. If eating ethnic food is something that's new to you, maybe just try it out once a week. And if you would like to get some good, authentic Indian recipes, you can check out our friend Arun's Indian Cuisine Cooking channel, and we'll leave the link for that in the description below. I'm also going to leave a recipe for one of our children's favorite lentil Indian dishes in the description as well. Tip number 9 is
eat more cabbage.
we like to eat a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables in our family, and that can become expensive, especially if you're trying to eat organic or if you're trying to feed a lot of people. And so we found that just focusing on the inexpensive vegetables like cabbage, carrots, onions, sweet potatoes, we can stretch that and still be eating very healthy. We're also going to leave a recipe for our favorite cabbage salad in the description. It's super healthy and it's always a hit. So my final tip, tip number 10, is to eat more beans, and specifically try canning beans. Canning beans is fairly easy. You need a pressure canner, but if canning is new to you and you want to get started, I would encourage you to start with trying some dry beans. Dry beans are very economical, very healthy, and what I like about canning my own beans is that I know what I'm putting in them, I can reuse the jars, and there's less waste.
And a bonus tip from Dad. For all you thirsty guys out there, we like homemade ginger ale and kombucha. It's super cheap. What is it? Sugar, water, it ferments, and it fizzes and tastes pretty much like sweet soda, but it's good for you, and it's cheap.
Okay, so hopefully something that we've shared has been helpful for you. We want to eat healthy, we want to eat cheaply, but let's also remember the first two tips that I shared: to be thankful in all things, to be content with simple food, and to eat simply so that others may simply eat. Thanks for watching this vlog. Hopefully you've been encouraged. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.